Live from New York. York 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Nets. And it's the Pistons to start out. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Steph Curry's out there with Allen. Then there's Al Jefferson. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Meeks in at the 3 slot. Now here's Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Stolen by Fareed. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Allen against Hill. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cousins. A terrific shot on a turnaround.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Now, here's Jefferson. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Hill with it. Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years, he's has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach. And his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
There's a screen by Kanter. There's the pick. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Allen. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hill against Allen. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Gordon with another miss. On defense, New York. It's a 3-point game. Curry against Gordon. Outside Curry. Here's Meeks. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Meeks got his first bucket in this one.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Right side Hill. He dishes it to Cousins. To end the run. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Grizzlies. Here's Allen. Screen by Jefferson. Curry attacking. Rebounded by Fareed.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Hill kicks to Fareed. Pass to McDermott. Cousins against Jefferson. No good from Cousins.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Allen kicks to Meeks. There's a screen by Cantor. Curry dishes to Jefferson. That one a little long.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Well, if you name an offensive stat category, the Knicks last season probably last in that category. All-around problems, Greg, for them scoring the ball.
Yeah, we may have to give them a new nickname, last. How about last in fast break points, last in points in the paint, last in points per game, and then throw in bottom three in shooting percentage, and that spells abysmal.
And the shot is good. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known for his defense. Clark, mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post. But last season, Jefferson went out of his way to change that no defense perception of him.
And you know, it's what spurred Jefferson to kind of rededicate to defense when he realized teams would pick on him and make him the focal point of their attack.
For the Knicks, Alinari comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's Mayo in for Eric Gordon. Screen by Fareed. Knocked loose. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Tavares. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
And for Jefferson and his defense, players know when they are being targeted. So good for Big Al to do something about it.
He hits the second from the line. Well, last season the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the sixth consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late. But you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
Curry with him. He's picked up by Hill. Curry passes to Allen. There's a screen by Cantor. Curry kicks to Allen. For the three. Curry's shot is off.
And I bet most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild process for them recently, but I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
Now Mayo after the missed three from Stephen Curry. And it's Gallinari missing. And it's Detroit's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. There's a screen by Cantor. Back to Curry. Launches it. That's good. Curry's got 6.
And for the Pistons, they seem to have a direction and plan now that just wasn't the case before. It won't be easy to get back into the postseason, but I really feel like they are on the right path.
And Fareed kicks to Cousins, and he knocks down the jumper. He has 6.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Allen dishes to Curry. Back to Allen. Here's the screen. The pass to Curry. There's a screen by Cantor. Curry kicks to Cantor. And he gets it to go. And the Pistons lead by 9.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now, here is Gallinari. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Right wing. Curry wide open. Curry with another miss. New York's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here is Hill. Fires for 3. And it's Meeks with the rebound. Detroit leading by 9. Jefferson setting the pick for Moutier. To the middle. To the right side. Stolen by Fareed. Here's Gallinari. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Gallinari's got his first basket of the night.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Dudley against Gallinari. To the left side wing. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended. Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. That allows you to get out in transition.
Kicks to Meeks. Mirotic passes to Meeks. Jefferson attacking. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Mayo.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here's Moutier. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And he gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 5. So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. Outside Hill. The feed to Cousins. Cannot hit. Jefferson with some nice D.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. That one goes. Count it. Jefferson's got 8 points.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pistons lead by 7. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score, multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Jefferson is out there with Mirotic. Then it's Jody Meeks. Then it's Curry. And it's Jerebko in at the 3 spot.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. Took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
Nash kicks to Anderson. Feeds to Gallinari. Here's the 3. Detroit with the rebound. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Now here's Curry. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
It's tipped. They retain possession. They recover it.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Dishes it to Meeks. Launches a 3. But they get it back. Back to Curry. Tries again. And a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. Omer, he's checked in for Al Jefferson. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And watching Al Jefferson over the years, he can be dominant and be efficient in doing it. For all the points he's piled up, he's always been around a 50% shooter. And for all the times he's handled the ball, his turnover rate is relatively low. So that's giving your team good quality possession.
Talking about Jefferson, it's not just his efficiency with the scoring. He's efficient, Clark, with his time on the floor. He's always producing a block shot here, a steal there, of course. All the rebounds. He covers every base.
Yeah, the data analytics folks rely on percentages to measure efficiency. But just as important as overall production per minutes played, Big Al excels there.
Pass to Gallinari. Mirotic brings the double team. Gallinari dishes to Gordon. He feeds it to Anderson. Shot is off. Jefferson with some nice D. Detroit leading by 8. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Nash again. It's Curry. To the inside. Jefferson has a wide open look. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Jefferson's got 10 points in the game. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
New York, no good that time either.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Curry passes to Meeks. Back to Curry. And goes to Koufos. Picks up the foul. So New York going with almost an entire new group. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Koufos. Kenneth Faried comes in for Anderson. McDermott's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Hill in for Nash. Then for the Pistons, Enes Kanter's checked in for Mirotic. Dudley comes in for Meeks. And it's Moutier in for Steph Curry. Gordon kicks to Hill. Back to Faried. The dish now to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. To stop the drought. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from DeMarcus Cousins.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Moutier kicks to Dudley. That 3 off the mark. Knicks have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Screen by Cousins. It's back to Hill. Pass to Cousins. Outside Gordon. Lets the 3 fly. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Now just a 5-point Piston lead.
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. But it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And back to Cousins last year. He was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
I'll tell you what, no question he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you surround him with some sick talent, and you can see rings in this young man's future.
And the Pistons making a change here. Detroit leading by 5. Now Moutier still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Curry. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Hill dishes to Gordon. Faried down low. He's against Kanter. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Pass to Dudley. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Gordon. He kicks to Faried. He dishes it to McDermott. And the pass to Cousins. The feed to McDermott. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Clock at 6. They double team Curry. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Knicks trail by 6. And here is Hill. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Kicks it to Faried. Feeds to Gordon. Pick up by Hill. Dishes to McDermott. Good on the triple. Now just a 3-point Detroit lead.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Curry's shot is good.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
New York's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
And the basket by Gordon. Pistons lead by 3. Moutier with the ball. Right side Curry. Lets it go with the 3. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Screen by Cousins. Here's McDermott. 5 to shoot. The 8-footer. And they force the shot. Clock violation. Great team. The Pistons making a change here. Detroit's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Inside. Here's Jefferson. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. .119 left in the first half. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Fareed. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Detroit leading by 3. Screen by Jefferson. Now here's Moutier. He's tightly guarded. Mirotic the best to Jefferson. That's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Meeks is checked in. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Cousins.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Outside Hill. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. A tight game here in New York. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Moutier kicks to Mirotic. Over to the left wing. Meeks with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Mirotic the screen. Again the miss by the Pistons.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Hill has the open look. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. It's Detroit. They're up by 3. And well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He has 14 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spacing the floor.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Anderson is out there with McDermott. Then it's George Hill. And there's Gordon. And it's Koufos in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kurt Rambis. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Meeks. Defended by Gordon. Meeks dishes to Jefferson. Jefferson can't get that one to fall.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury. Came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
That is a jump ball.
So it's Detroit now. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Jefferson, a screen on Gordon. Outside, Meeks. And he gets the bucket. Meeks got the first bucket of the third here for the Pistons. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists. Partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for New York. Fareed comes in for Ryan Anderson. The Pistons making a change here. Hill kicks to Cousins. They get a hand on it. Meeks with the steal. Outside Curry. From the arc. The Knicks pull it in. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Some nice passing by New York here. Nice shot by McDermott.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Meeks kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Cantor. And Fareed sends it back. Screen by Cousins. Gordon, the pass to Cousins. Outside Gordon. At the top of the key, Cousins. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Meeks dishes to Cantor. Pass to Curry. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Curry's got 16.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from Curry on that one.
Hill kicks to Gordon. Now here's Cousins. He's guarded closely. The shot is off. Now the Pistons take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. Just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant loss.
Curry, a screen on Hill. The dish to Curry. Here's Cantor. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocus.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Detroit also making some changes. Jefferson's checked in for Enes Kanter. Dudley comes in for Uredka. And it's Moutier in for Steph Curry. Molinari passes to Koufos. They set the pick. Mayo kicks to Anderson. And the Knicks miss again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now here's Moutier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. It's stolen by Mayo. Now here comes Nash, leading the break. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Now Moutier. He feeds it to Dudley. Lets it go with the three. It's rebounded by Mayo. Knicks trailed by 3. Pass to Anderson. With a tie. And the basket good. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Nash outside. Anderson is screen on Dudley. With a lead. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Mayo. Mayo's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gallinari. Shoots the 3. Can't get it to go.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now here's Moutier, defended by Nash. There's the pass to Dudley. Shot to stop the run. Steve Nash with the rebound.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team he liked playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Jefferson setting the pick for Moutier. But they'll get another chance. Here's Meeks. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Mayo.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run. And, you know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And you know what Jared Dudley's nickname was in college? The junkyard dog. I mean, for his toughness and that nose he has for the ball. Two attributes that have served him greatly here at the next level.
And he knocks down the first one. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Omer Asher, he's checked in for Jefferson. Allen comes in for Meeks. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Moutier. Anderson's shot is off. Pistons trail by 4. Allen against Nash. To the left wing. Puts up a 3. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Jerebko's checked in for the Pistons. 41 seconds left in the third. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Mayo with a screen on Curry. There's the pick. Left side Anderson. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
And the Pistons making a change here. Mirotic is checked in. And here is Curry. 16 points for him. So the wing on the left. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
For Detroit, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And as a unit, guys, they only shot 70% from the line over the course of last season.
He got it! He got it! My goodness!
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
The third quarter comes to a close. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Pistons trail by 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And Detroit looking at who they've got. We got your red. Allen is out there with Curry. Then it's Omer Asher. And it's Cantor in a power forward. The Knicks shooting about 42% so far. Hill against Allen. There's a good screen. And there's O.J. Mayo on the assist from Gallinari. 9 points for O.J. Mayo.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Curry against Hill. Curry dishes to Allen. 5 to shoot. Can't hit. Excellent D there from Mayo. New York leading by 3. Detroit with the rebound. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Cantor. Outside Curry. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined, and you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements, one of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Allen outside. Right side Curry. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
In the corner, it's McDermott. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside Curry. Cantor sets the pick for Curry. To the paint. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
Screen by Fareed. Now, here's Cousins. T right on him. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Tony Allen.
Taking 2 shots.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
And for Cousins, those 20, 20, 10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat. First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season. I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Hill passes to McDermott. Screen by Fareed. Gordon. Banked in off the glass.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
Nash is checked in for George Hill. Al Jefferson's checked in for the Pistons. Dudley comes in for Urebko. Curry kicks to Cantor. Down low. Here's Jefferson, and he converts the layup. And on the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history, and Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time, so look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
Cousins with the bucket. Allen with it. He kicks it to Curry. Count the bucket. Curry's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim. And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
New York calls timeout. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
A different look for New York. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Reed, and it's Gallinari and for McDermott. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Detroit. The feed to Gallinari. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 3 assists in the game.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Here's Meeks. Outside Curry to take the lead. It's hauled in by Gordon. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. He dishes it to Gallinari. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Cousins. And he slams it one-handed.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Feeds it to Doug. Curry kicks to Jefferson. And he banks in the layup. Jefferson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Now, here's Nash. He's guarded by Meeks. Nash outside. From outside the arc. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Meeks kicks to Jefferson. He's got space. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, he's having a monster fourth quarter here, making all but 1 of his 6 shots. He's been just what they needed when they needed it.
Nash dishes to Gordon. And Anderson kicks to Nash. They set the screen. Cousins, the pass to Anderson.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Anderson.
Looking at the game for Ryan Anderson, he has 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Cantor's shot is off.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
But you know what? You know, they've come this far. They're not going away now.
Outside Gordon. To the left side wing. Nash dishes to Cousins. Over Jefferson. Out to Nash. And a miss there on the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Meeks passes to Curry. Dishes to Meeks. Back to Curry. Over in the corner, Dudley to take the lead. Right side, Jefferson. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Screen by Jefferson. Curry kicks to Cantor. And it's Cantor again missing.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
6 to shoot. Here's Cousins.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. McDermott's checked in for New York. Then for the Pistons, Allen's checked in for Dudley. And it's Moutier in for Curry. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Gordon. Screen by Cousins. Outside Gordon. This is it to Cousins. 4 on the clock. And here we go. And Allen with the slam.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
They simply need a basket here, Kevin. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket and try to get something in the paint.
And Cousins kicks to Anderson. Right between the eyes.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Guys, your thoughts?
They barely have enough time to catch the ball and shoot it before time runs out. If they can make the shot, they win. If they miss, game over.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. What do you think, guys?
They barely have enough time to catch the ball and shoot it before time runs out. If they can make the shot, they win. If they miss, game over.
On its way from Curry for two. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees New York take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw a good one.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. But first, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.